Hello again and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching our travel videos, and there's a new one coming. In April 2025 we went to Paris for a short holiday, so keep watching to see what happened. On this trip we're staying in the Hotel Park Lane in the 8th arrondissement. Normally we stay in a small hotel in the Latin Quarter, but it's April, so all the hotels in Paris are fully booked, and the prices they are charging are just outrageous. The hotel has a breakfast room in the basement level, which is designed to look like a Paris metro station. This makes for a very interesting experience for hotel visitors. This one also happens to be our closest metro station. It's our first day in Paris, and we're walking from the hotel through all the very interesting neighborhoods and eventually finishing up at the Galerie Lafayette. Almost there. Galerie Lafayette is a series of high-end fashion stores. In its present form was opened around 1912 and has an amazing dome and an amazing rooftop view, which is where we're going in a few minutes. This is what the top of the dome looks like when you first get up to the roof. Here's our first view from the roof. We scan past the Eiffel Tower, and then we will finish up with the back view of the Opera Garnier. Here's their Paris sign with the Eiffel Tower in the background. We've had a great time up here looking at this amazing view, but it's time to move on, and we're going to have lunch at the Galerie Vivienne, which is just a short walk away. We've just had lunch in this restaurant at the Galerie Vivienne, and after a short walk we're going to be going into the Palais Royal. We've just come into the gardens at the Palais Royal, which at this time of the year are beautiful. There are so many people here like us, just sitting enjoying the sun. We wonder if people in Paris actually have jobs to go to. Angelina's Belle Epoque Tea Room on Rue de Rivoli is our next stop. Apart from its pastries, Angelina's is famous for its hot chocolate, so of course we had to try it. Unfortunately, the hot chocolate turned out to be very sweet and sickly. Both got upset stomachs, and on the way back to the hotel we realized we were actually coming down with some kind of a flu bug, which affected the rest of our holiday. We're having a really slow start this morning because we've both got this flu-like stomach bug. So we've just walked from the hotel, and if you turn around and look back, on the right is the hotel, and then we're going to be walking around the neighborhood. This is the St. Augustine Church, which is how the local metro station got its name. We were going to go inside, but there was a funeral going on, so we just have the outside view. We've just had lunch at the Pret-a-Manger next to our hotel, and have walked from there up to the Arc de Triomphe. This is the Louis Vuitton store, which is currently under renovation, and in typical Paris stylish fashion, the scaffolding is designed like a Louis Vuitton gift box. I don't think we're going to be shopping here today. This is the view from an island in the centre of the Champs-Élysées, looking back up at the Arc de Triomphe. Today we're taking a long ride on the metro on line 4 to the 18th arrondissement, to the Paris flea market. As we travel on the metro, we notice that some, but not all of the stations have these fully enclosed protective sliding doors. It's just a short walk from the metro station to this enormous flea market. I think we're getting close. Just like all our other trips, this one starts in a local cafe with a couple of cappuccinos. Now it's time to start browsing. We wandered around here for a couple of hours, but because neither of us were feeling very well, we had lunch, then took the long metro ride back to the hotel. Before getting the metro back to the hotel, we saw our first Paris streetcar. Later that evening we took the metro and were headed back to the Latin Quarter for dinner, and here's our first view of Notre Dame. We found our favourite creperie, but unfortunately it was closed, but we found another one just across the road. This cup of Normandy cider was the only alcoholic drink I had on the whole trip. We went back to the hotel, and due to the stomach bug I spent the entire following day in bed. Now feeling a little better, we took the metro to the Shakespeare and Company bookshop, which is on the side of the Seine, facing Notre Dame, and was originally used as a monastery. They also try and enforce a no pictures policy, not always successful. Somebody must have been watching on a security monitor, because in a little while a person came in and did speak to us about this. In April 2019, Notre Dame was severely damaged by fire, and we're now looking forward to looking at the restoration. When we arrived, it was bell ringing time. As we walk around inside, we can see that the renovations are beautiful, and there is a mass going on as we walk around.
Pendant qu'il descendait, ses serviteurs arrivèrent à Jésus lui avait dit, ton fils est vivant. Alors il crut, lui, ainsi que tous les gens de quelques moments choisis de son ministère, afin, comme il est écrit dans son évangile, que vous croyez que Jésus est le Christ, ainsi que les gens de sa maison. Le fonctionnaire royal venait chercher la guérison de son fils, et il a trouvé la vie éternelle.
What an amazing experience that was. We're now outside Notre Dame and just strolling along the banks of the Seine. Our next stop is the Pompidou Centre. The Pompidou Centre is named after Georges Pompidou, a former French president, and is used for all types of exhibitions. It's also known for its unusual design, which includes external escalators. Here's our first view of the Stravinsky Pool. We'll get a closer look later. This is a view of the inside taken from our seat in the cafeteria. Back at ground level, this is the view of the Stravinsky Fountain, which has to be one of the weirdest fountains in the world. We've just got off the metro at Bastille, and this is the Canal Saint-Martin that we went up on a previous visit. We're now on the way to the Promenade Plantée. This is now a 4.7 kilometre walking trail built on what used to be a 19th century elevated railway. We've joined the walk partway along, we've climbed the stairs and we're now on the walking level. As you can see, we're walking through a downtown area around the Bastille area of the 12th arrondissement. This is the view from the other side of the path. We've really enjoyed our walk along the trail, but now it's time to go back to the hotel. Another day and another Paris adventure. This morning we're going round the Musée d'Orsay, which used to be a train station. The interior design has deliberately kept a lot of the original structure. time for a coffee break in the cafe next to another giant old clock. It's time to go and see some of our favourite paintings. We've been back to the hotel for a rest, we've had our supper at a nearby restaurant, and we're now at the Trocadero, which is a public open space which has the great unobstructed view of the Eiffel Tower. There are already lots of people here, and we're all waiting to see when the tower sparkles after 9 p.m. Won't be long now. This is what we came to see, and we'll soon be heading back to our hotel, and this metro line takes us straight into St. Augustine metro station, which is a very short walking distance from where we are staying. This is our last day in Paris, and we're going to Montmartre. Our first surprise today was when we got off the train at Abbesse. The elevators weren't working, and we had to climb 165 steps up to ground level. Our next stop will be the funicular up to Sacré-Cœur. We always enjoy this view, and we have in the past climbed the steps up to the tallest tower, but not this time. We're just walking round the side of Sacré-Cœur towards Place du Tertre, the artists' quarter. Many years ago we bought a set of Paris prints from one of these stores, which we still have hanging up at home. Sacré-Cœur is the highest point in Paris, and we're going to start our walk downhill towards Boulevard de Clichy. We're going to stop on the way to have lunch at the Café des Deux Moulins, which was one of the locations for the 2001 French movie Amélie. And here we are. It's lunchtime, and I wonder who our server will be. There is a small museum here with a few of the items from the movie. The interior looks just the same, and like us, there were a lot of other patrons taking photographs. Crème brûlée is one of their signature desserts, and of course I had to have one. Well, that's the end of our video. Despite not being well a lot of the time, I think we enjoyed being in Paris, and who knows when we'll be back again. So that's the end of the Paris video. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep watching for the next one.